Yeah, no, someone...
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
Stay back, stay back. Got her one.
Oh my god, bro.
Silence him on it.
It's blinding.
I got bombs, I got bombs. Hi, it's been a while. Let me explain why I've been gone for almost 2 months. So, long story short, on January 13th, my Switch pretty much just stopped working. And what I mean by that is, one, it had an overheating problem, so yeah, that. Two, the Joy-Cons weren't charging from the Switch, which means something within the Switch was messed up to the point where the Joy-Cons could not charge. So even if, you know, the Joy-Cons weren't messed up, I still had an overheating problem. So either way, I pretty much had to stop playing Fortnite for pretty much over a month. And after a month, I got my new Switch. A week later, I got a PS5. So, yeah, thanks, Dad. And, yeah. Yeah, that's... I mean, that pretty much sums up everything. Also, some other stuff. This isn't really related to Fortnite or anything, but really excited for Pokemon ZA. I know it's kind of random, but also, again, you kind of have to remember, this is a slight Pokemon channel it's a slight Pokemon channel, so, you know, gotta mention Pokemon at some point. But yeah, very excited for ZA. Glad that they're not releasing it within within this year. They're actually taking their time with the Pokemon game, which... Hell, when was the last time they actually took a break? So, you know, that has to at least mean that the product has to be at least decent at best. Like, as much as I love Scarlet and Violet, like, I love that game. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some areas of it does not look that great, so, you know. But anyway, let me get into the tier list, and, yeah. What is the... Ix? Can you get in here real quick? What is this? No, that can't be my tier list. Granted, it's probably actually his. I mean, shoot, sorry, mine, obviously. Well, not mine. Just, can you please fix it, man? Ix, I don't have time for this. Just fix it, please. Alright? Please? Thank you. Alright, what do we change first?
One eternity later.
CX, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you. So much better. Wow, it just... Jeez, I don't know what he was... I mean, I don't know what I was thinking originally. Jesus Christ. Okay. The more I think about it, I don't really think it's best for me to at least spend like 5 minutes just talking about the items within the season. So I'm just gonna organize them now. You'll see them on screen. I had some fun with them. Some items, other items, I just kind of find them to be Some items I just really didn't really care that much for, you know? I'd probably say out of all of them, my favorite is the camo, the EMP camo thing, the solid snake item. You know, out of all the items, it's like the most unique, you know? Like, we've never had a invisibility gauntlet thing, you know? Like, this is like extremely new, you know? Anyway, yeah, I'd probably say out of all those items, those were my favorite. I don't know, now that I think about it, I feel like I should probably actually explain the story first before I actually get into the Chapter 2 stuff, the next season stuff. So, because I know some people don't really know the story that well, because, I don't know, they did a really kind of meh job when it comes to, like, actually expressing the story. Now, granted, it seems like this kind of, I mean, there's already been, like, I don't know, I've kind of associated Chapter 5 as, like, the alternate Chapter 2, Like, as a matter of fact, a lot of people were, like, saying that. Like, back when the first, like, unfinished leaked Chapter 5 map came out, people were saying it just looks like Chapter 2, just a little bit different, which, I mean, we're not wrong. This season's kind of just like an alternate Chapter 2. Like, even certain locations kind of give me certain vibes of other of Chapter 2 POIs, kind of. Like, Necklace Railways kind of looks like Lazy Lake, and Hazy Hillside kind of reminds me of Misty Meadows. Mostly because, if I'm correct, it's actually kind of a literal... It's like the adaptation of Misty Meadows, and that's not a joke either. I think they actually just straight up use the exact same look as Misty Meadows. Anyway, long story short, the story is... After the events of the Fortnite OG live event of Jonesy, restarting the entire Fortnite universe, and instead of us going from the Chapter 1 map to Chapter 2 map, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and then back to Chapter 1, it's Chapter 1 and a completely different, map now. Like, completely different. Well, even though I'm pretty sure it's just an Ultra Chapter 2 map, but whatever. While he is on the new map, he ends up meeting the Underground, which is led by Hope, which is the Battle Pass skin. The Underground are trying to, stop the Society, which is the evil team for this season. But the Society captured Peely because somehow the Society know about Jonesy's... what Jonesy did, that being restarting the entire, Fortnite universe, somehow they know that he restarted everything, so they captured Peely because they want to bribe him, and they're pretty much like, okay, tell us everything about what you did, about the 0 point and all that, and we'll give you Peely back. And while this is all happening, the leader of the Society named Valerie, she's also within the Battle Pass, and also Hope's sister, yeah, they're kind of related. It's basically like a sister rivalry kind of deal. It's almost like those the sisters from Tekken. Can't remember their name. I think one of their name was Nina. Nina was one of her names. I can't remember the other one. I'm kind of new to Tekken, but X, do the research for me, please. Thank you. Anyway. So yeah, it's kind of just like the sister rivalry, and Valerie, within all of this chaos of Peely, of trying to get Peely back, is looking for some sort of power that I'm guessing will, give her give her enough power to access the 0 point or whatever, or, maybe to, get the information out of Jonesy. I don't know, one of the two. But clearly she succeeds, because now there's a literal hand at the island, and there's also Pandora's box as well. And this also kind of also somehow, obviously the power that she's looking for is somehow some sort of godly power, which pretty much pretty much justifies the whole Greek season thing, because obviously I'm pretty sure she's trying to have godlike powers, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the storyline in a nutshell. I might have missed a few details, but I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. So, yeah. But I mean, yeah, now that you're kind of caught up, let me explain the stuff that, all the, teasers and stuff, and, the stuff that we know so far about next season. Fortnite has teased Zeus, which, I mean, it's pretty decently looking Zeus. Hades, which for some reason he looks like he's in a Destiny game. I don't know. Me and a friend noticed this. He looks like he's in a Destiny 2 game. He's a Destiny villain of some kind. Also, why does he have a gas mask? I don't, why? Why would you do that, I mean, but hey, it's probably just, I don't know. And then we also have Aphrodite, which I also don't really understand why she has wings. I thought that was, Icarus's thing. Also, yeah, I thought that was, Icarus and, I guess technically Cupid's thing, because doesn't Cupid technically have wings, if I'm correct? That's pretty much that. And also, and there's also some more skins, for example, there's, a Cerberus skin. If you have no idea what Cerberus is, it's pretty much just a 3-headed dog, and just think, in Fortnite terms, think about it if it's just Dire with 3 heads on it, and it's into one skin, so just think about it like that. And we also have Ares as well, and this is I'd probably say this is probably like the most accurate you could probably get to Hades for a Fortnite skin. Like, you know, he's wearing some sort of armor, you know, he's the god of war. Sorry, Kratos, we're not talking about you. He's the god of war, you know, so it makes sense for him to have armor. Plus, if I'm correct, he's like, I feel like anytime I'd see Hades, I'd always think he'd have like some sort of armor on, you know, like it makes sense. I don't really know any other. Well, okay, there is that one other skin that's related to the quests. It's like the Odyssey skin, if I'm correct, is what it's called. Well, okay, maybe not Odyssey skin, but if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's the skin that for the Odyssey quest. It's that skin. It's that girl. She's apparently gonna be in the battle pass, I think. Probably might be wrong about that. Yeah, that's kind of pretty much it. I would probably know if I looked in the leaks, which I don't want to do. Like, I don't know. I try, like, pretty much all the information I get is either from YouTubers or from Fortnite themselves. Like, that's all. Like, I don't want to, you know, leak something. I don't want to look in the leaks. I don't know. I feel like that just ruined the fun of the game for me, in my opinion. Now, maybe a few leaks now and then, but, like, not, like, the entire thing. But, yeah, that's pretty much all, to be honest. Final thing that I want to talk about is I wanted to talk about this season overall, my opinions on it, and so on and so forth. So, now granted, I think I'm not nearly as burnt out with this season compared to other seasons, mostly because I haven't played Fortnite in literally a month. So maybe I'm just a bit more positive to this season because I haven't played for a while. But I really think the season is good so far. I really love the map. Loot pool, I mean, loot pool's kind of, I don't want to say controversial, but I don't know. I really like the loot pool, but also, and again, certain things I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be lying to myself if I would say, I'm more specifically talking about 3 guns in particular: the Frenzy Auto Shotgun, the Ballistic Shield, and the Sniper, Reaper Sniper. And here's my issues with those 3 guns. Sniper, well, actually, to be honest, realistically, I don't really need to explain my issues, but I'm just going to anyway. Sniper, way too overpowered. And to be honest, in my opinion, I think the best way to kind of nerf the Sniper a little bit is make the Sniper the only projectile that's in the game and make sure everything else is hit scan. I feel like making all of the guns projectile, including the Sniper, excluding the Sniper, kind of nerfed the guns itself. Like, I feel like if they just only made the Sniper hit scan, that's a hit scan projectile, and everything else hit scan, that would probably make people like this season a little bit more. Well, like the loot pool a little bit more. And to be honest, what they could do is they could, like, for like those people that like prefer hit scan snipers, what they could do is maybe they could do like have 2 snipers, 1 hit scan, 1 projectile. I don't know. That could be interesting, but I doubt they'd do something like that. Ballistic shield. Don't really need to explain myself, and as much as I'm ballistic shield connoisseur, just take that thing out the game. Like, I think anytime someone faces someone else with it, it's just not fun. Like, it's just not fun. Like, I have fun. It's a love-hate kind of gun, but also, again, all these guns are love-hate. But yeah, it's just a gun. Well, it's just an item that helps the noobs out with the game. More specifically, the noobs within Zero Build. Basically, just the drum shotgun, just a little bit more tankier and a little bit more annoying, realistically. But anyway, Frenzy shotgun. Don't really need to explain myself, but I'm going to anyway. It's just better. Like, especially as a Zero Build player, it's just better. Like, I think they need to tweak. I don't know. I wanted a good shotgun, but I don't know. I don't know. This is what they need to do. If they're going to keep the Frenzy, which I'm pretty sure they would. I would be kind of surprised if they took it out. They need to buff the hammer shotgun, like, extremely. Like, they need to buff it, like, now. Like, they need to buff it. I think that's probably the only way I could say that the Frenzy Shotgun will be viable. Just buff the hammer. Well, I mean, the Hammer Shotgun will be viable and be equally as good as the Frenzy. So pretty much just pull a Chapter 4 Season 2 and just make the Hammer Shotgun overpowered. Well, not overpowered, but equally powered enough to where it's not just... Because here's the thing. Maven sucked, so, like, who the hell was going to use a Maven against a freaking Havoc anyway? But, yeah, I think you guys understand my point. And to be honest, besides that, that's really all the issues. I do have some small minor issues, but it's just... to be honest, I don't think I'll... yeah. It's just minor issues. I'm not gonna really talk about those, to be honest. But, like, besides that, yeah, I think this season is at least, like, a B+, I'd say. I don't know if I'd say B+. Maybe like I don't want to say B-, just like a middle of the road B. Like, it definitely could be worse, but, like, you know, certain things about the season kind of just, like, the story definitely could have been much better. I feel like, well, like I said, the guns, like, certain guns are definitely a bit too overpowered, especially as a zero build player. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, I can't wait to see y'all on Monday, because that's when the new season should be dropping, so that's great. But what's